G'day everybody, welcome to Zombie Bites Everything. Got some DayZ today. More testing. Where is the loot? Is the name of this one, because we're going to try and find some loot at the same time. The guns and other stuff that we've tried to increase because we weren't finding them. So we're going to have a look for them. We also want to know where the loot is for the helicopter crashes, because it's not spawning in, so we don't know if that's a case of a timing issue or whether it's just a bug, a glitch. Either way, go test it out, have a little look, see if anything's changed over the time limit, and if not, oh well. Get Topeka to have a look at it later on. She knows what she's doing with it. I've got no idea. So I hope everyone's doing alright out there. DayZ flags there on this part there, and up there at that other house there's another DayZ flag. You can just faintly see it right there, just above the, and that's both admin areas so far. Ow. So first things first, we'll drive along and check helicopter crashes at the same time, see if they're starting to spawn items in, see if the bonfires are spawning items in. If they are, then success. If not, then whoops, we'll have to fix it up, because no point having helicopter crashes if they're not spawning anything in them. Let them spawn something. Just a helmet still. The one I wanted to follow me didn't follow me. It is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. Friday afternoon. I would cut through, but because there's apple trees here, they don't drop apples, by the way. They do. The apple trees drop apples in the other map, but not this one. Do 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 do. Bom 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 bom. It is more feasible to get cars that are closer to the area But I don't know why I didn't just despawn this other car up here. I might actually do that because then I don't have to do 2 trips. I might just grab all the stuff out of it, put it in this truck, and then grab all the stuff off it that's good and just despawn that car. Or else I've got to drive the car. I don't have a second person with me to drive the car, so I'll have enough time to do it. It's easier to do that than the other way around. I'm home alone at the moment. Topeka's gone out for a little while with my daughter, so they'll be back soon, and back later on. And when they get back, and Topeka's not busy, I'll get her to look at the files. But she can't look at them while I'm in here anyway, so. But when I do change servers, I might go check out Feral Spec Ops. Another server that I've been working in, I've got to start building in that one. Just trying to find the perfect location. See, we don't have many fences going around our base, the admin area, because it's an admin area. The flag should be enough to tell people the cars and the bases here don't touch them. Should be enough. If I need to put fences around, I'll do that. G'day Sean Hawkins, how you going, man? Hope you're doing alright. Let's see if this one's got anything. Froze. I mean, it's a good chance I'm going to hit the back of the helicopter. Damn it. Just had to have a drink. I'm not seeing anything at the chopper crash. No. So that's a good couple of chopper crashes so far that haven't had any stuff. What's at least two? Oh, someone's came in and moved that truck. Oh, goody. That means they're alive still. The Sarker's still down the road there, though. Okay. Maybe there was two people here, one in the Sarker, one in the truck. And one died, and the other one that drove the Sarker drove the truck to take it back to base to pick up their friend or something like that. More than one reason why trucks could be moved and cars still there. They both could have went their separate ways and both still be alive. I'm assuming that's Ferrell and Oreo's car and truck that was there. Well, the car's still there, but I'm assuming that's what it is. The green truck. I want green trucks. They're the green truck with a blue hood is what admin use. Unless they're the black armed admin, then they use the black armbands, blue truck, green hood. We froze. Seems to always freeze along this road here though, and I always end up in either here or the other side. Well, it's the only two places I can end up, but it seems to always freeze along here. It freezes a lot. Anyway. Another fire. Another helicopter crash up there we can check. It's probably going to be empty as well. All these ones that we spotted so far fell last night. Maybe we need to go to new areas. There's no way that there's no way there's all that stuff's already on the map somewhere. And there's a military base over there. We can check the military bases later. Oh, I forgot about the reset. I should have stopped outside that town and got out. Oh man, I hate when I'm driving and there's a reset. That never ends up good. That's always bad. G'day Friggers, how you going? Do. Going good. As good as could be, eh? Just not really awake, eh? I'll just check it to see if your link fixed up. Woke up 3-4 in the morning as usual. Yeah, I don't get much sleep. When I do get sleep, like even if I get a long period of sleep, it's not good quality. And that's the key. You want good quality. You want quantity and quality. I don't know which is better, quantity or quality. Quality is better than quantity, I reckon, when it comes to sleep. I hate when you sleep like 7-8 hours and you wake up feeling fucking tired. You're like, really? I had all that sleep and I'm still fucking tired? Uh-oh. Get out of here, get out of here. I had a red glow on me. I froze. Don't freeze now. There we go. Here it comes. I knew it. I seen a red glow on me. When I was in the truck, I seen a red glow. I was like, get out, get out, get out. I fucking knew it. Never felt fresh after the 33 years. I'm going to make dinner tonight, having done in a couple of years. Fair enough. Nah, I don't feel like I've gotten a good sleep after I got to about 28. Once a kid's got to a certain age, that's it. And I haven't been able to fucking get a decent sleep since. But I never slept good, even as a kid. Let's just say home life didn't allow for a good sleep structure. Very hard to build up a decent sleeping pattern. So it carried on through my teenage years. It got a little better when I was, like, depending on the work I was doing. If I'm doing mundane, boring work, meh. Or doing hard work, building and shit like that, that was when I'd slept best. This is where I spawned out last night, but I got on this morning and drove back to base to empty out the truck. I knew that gas. I fucking knew it. The idea was to drive this car down there and leave this truck here. And then come back and get this truck. That was the plan. And the truck has nothing in it. And unless this crashes, and if it crashes, I'll just drop everything that's on it on the floor. We'll end up back out here eventually. I'm driving slow because I want the car to make it. Sleeping, rituals, magic, yeah. G'day Bubba Gaming, how you going, man? Hope you're doing alright. Because I'm looking around on the screen here at every single place, like looking for smoke, looking for zombies moving, possible bears, wolves in the distance, and always moving the camera. I don't always notice a little notification up the top there that says that someone said something. You're a trucker walker. Yeah. And every now and then I use my walkie-talkie, so I'm a walkie-talkie trucky walkie. Ooh. I'm a talkie-walkie. I'm a walkie-talkie trucker walker. Yeah, that's it. A walker-talker, trucker walker. Who likes to stare at things too, so I'm a gawker. I'm gawking at things. To gawk, I mean, I don't know if you have that phrase there, but to gawk means to stare. What are you gawking at? You know, what are you looking at? That's the good thing about the word g'day. Doesn't matter whether it's night time or daytime, you can say it any time you want. It's Australian for hello. We even say g'day at night. It'd sound funny if we said good night. It'd sound like we're saying, well, good night. I love that phrase, g'day. Like aloha is a bit confusing, isn't it? In aloha Hawaiian for hello and goodbye? Just depends on what context you use it in, isn't it? Aloha, when you first see someone, I guess you're saying hello. Aloha, when they're leaving, well, guess you're saying goodbye. Nothing at that helicopter either. Alright, so they're definitely glitched and not working at the moment. We've definitely covered that. Talker, trucker, walker. Sounds about right. I don't play much Uncharted anymore. No? Do you know how to save videos on your PlayStation and then upload them? I mean, you got a couple there. Ah, man, that place is oil and gas. I got to go through there. That was the plan. Cut through that gas area over there up above to the left. Looks like it's pulsating in and out, so it might leave soon. That's a big area. I'll be able to go around it. I was going to say, if you can, you should do, you know, chapter by chapter or stage by stage. Just save it and upload it. I've got the Uncharted games, but I haven't played them. When my brother was living here, him and my son, they ruined a whole heap of games for me because I'd swear and curse and be yelling and raging over the game. Uncharted, Dead Space, Fallout. These are all games that have been ruined for me that I just can't play or haven't played because I just remember the depressed feeling in the house by these two idiots who didn't realise it was just a game. So I've never given Uncharted, I got it because it was free, but I've never given it a good shot because of them. I really should give it a shot. I should give it a try. Shabra Ratra. I've probably said that completely and utterly wrong. I do apologise. I try not to speak other people's languages when it's in text form because I know I'm not getting it anywhere near the way it's supposed to be, and I feel like I'm doing a bad thing to the culture and the language. Why not? It's good. But I'll try. Halu. With the double U, is it Lu? Like as if, is it pronounced Lu, like double O? Because it's double U? See, I'm not familiar with all that sort of stuff. I remember a lot of things, but from high school, not so much. From school, not so much. Most of the stuff I remember is stuff I learned after I left school. That's weird. I think it might have been the learning environment itself. Namaste. I know that one. Namaste. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And you know, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass or anything when I say this, but that just sounds beautiful as well, saying it, Namaste. It sounds nice, it rolls off the tongue nicely, and it sounds pleasant. You know? It's like some people in the South in America, they say howdy instead of hello. And sometimes when they say howdy, it can, like the tone of voice when they say it, howdy, can sound a bit in your face, but namaste just sounds pleasant. Hola, Spanish, hola, I think I'm saying that correctly. That sounds nice as well. Some sound really good in the ear, you know, some languages. Some just I don't even know how the people make the sounds to start with to even, you know, do the language. I'm like, wow, how do you get the flicker of the tongue and shit for those words? Spanish is one of those. I listen to people speak Spanish. When people get angry in Spanish, I'm like, I try not to laugh, but it's funny. Because I'm like, I can hear the rolling of the tongue and that, and I'm like, how do they do that? How do they do that? Obviously, you got to be brought up. That's clear. I speak Drunkenese. I was raised by an alcoholic, so I know how to speak Drunkenese. Gunton tag, unfriendly. Yeah, said right. Namaste, said right. Cool. Gunton tag. Am I saying that right? Gunton tag. See, sometimes it's like I see. The reason why I was bringing up language is all the writing in here is supposed to be in Polish, or Ukrainian or something like that, and I struggle trying to pronounce the names of the towns. I just can't do it. I try. That's German. Guten Tag. If you ever had to learn another language, what was the easiest language, or what language was it, and was it easy for you to pick up and learn? I had to learn French in school, and it was not easy. I have not been very good at picking up languages. I do not speak any other language other than Australian English, and I don't even do that very well. I did try French, but nah, failed. You speak a couple of languages, don't you, Friggers? I know Bubba speaks too. I guess it's easier if you're taught early on too. There was a kid in our class, he could speak Italian and English. He spoke English really good because, well, he was in an English school and his family spoke a mixture of English and Italian. And he spoke Italian because his grandparents mainly spoke Italian, and when people were around his grandparents, they all spoke Italian. So he learned it like very easy. Greenland, Danish, English. Greenlandic, Danish, English. I want to learn Korean. Korean would be fun. I definitely want to know how to speak a language, another language, if I was going to that country. If I'm going to that country or continent, I want to know how to speak the language. And I heard one of the worst places to go to is probably Burma, because they speak several different languages there, and it's, you know, impossible to, you know, almost navigate yourself around if you don't have the right people with you or something like that. I don't know, I've never been. That's just what I heard. Is Burma a country? Is that actually a country? I don't even know that. Probably is. I don't know. I don't pay attention to what lines still track across the globe and separate us from other people. I know there's been lots of changes in that in certain places and that over my lifetime, but I haven't paid attention to all that. And honestly, I didn't really care when I was in school. I didn't pay attention to the whole where countries are on the map and that when I was in school. Call me ignorant, call me stupid, whatever, but yeah, I didn't bother with it for some reason. I didn't find it interesting. I just figured we're all on the same globe. I didn't care. If you can't speak those, you can't study. Ah, fair enough. I think it's good knowing it's a good skill to have a second language under your belt as a thing you know. It'd be nice if I mean, it's ignorant to think that it'd be, a perfect world would have everybody speaking the same language. It definitely would be a lot less confusing. But at the same time, language gives people identity. It gives cultures identity. And for that purpose, that's why I like it. I like it. Language is one of those things that I actually like. Sometimes I don't care too much about the country or the history of the country or something like that. Like German, I like German. German language is a fun language as well. I never know if they're angry or not, you know. But at the same time, it doesn't matter about the history. We know the history. We all know the history of it, right? The good and the bad, right? It doesn't matter about that. The language is still fun. It's still a fun language, you know. Arabic and Scottish aren't too far apart. They both sound like sometimes they're hacking something up. Not trying to be mean to any Scottish people, Arabic speaking people out there, but every now and then certain words sound like it. Not, again, not being mean, just being descriptive. The Russian language, I love Russian language. I love the Russian accent when they're speaking English, but I do love when I hear them speak. It is a good one. The problem is sometimes whenever I try doing a Russian, like speaking in a Russian gibberish, I call it whenever you're an English speaking person and you make fun of another person's accent or their language and you don't know the words, it's called gibberish. I'm not saying what the Russians were saying was gibberish, but when you're an English speaking person and you're trying to mimic the language, it's gibberish. So I was doing my own version of Russian language and I always sound like I'm a drunk Russian on vodka. And so I always ask myself, are they, like, is there a difference? And there's not. There's not. Like, I've heard drunk Russians speak in Russian, and I've heard sober Russians speak in Russian, and honestly, I can't tell the difference. If it wasn't for the fact they're swaying around and falling over the place, I wouldn't know that's the drunk Russians. But in Australia, I can hear it. I can hear the difference between a drunk Australian and a sober Australian. Come on, gas, go away. I've got to drive through you. I'm not driving this car all the way around and risking it getting smashed up. I'd rather drive it through this way and risk it getting smashed up. I can't understand drunk Danish. Oh, I can understand when an Aussie's drunk, but I can't understand what they're saying. They used to, us Australians, when we get drunk, we use the word mate way too much. It'd be, oh, come on, mate. Come on, mate. Just one more drink, mate. Wait. Come on. Open up another beer, mate. I'll have a beer with you too, mate. We use it way too fucking much, man. That and cunt. Way too much when we're drunk. That's how you know when an Aussie's drunk. Just listen to how many times they say mate. Same with New Zealanders. They say bro. And it's also when you know you can actually start your sentence as well. You listen for them to say bro. It's like a full stop at the end of a sentence. Oh, we're going to kick your ass in the rugby this year, bro. My turn? Yep, cool. Nah, I think we'll do alright in the rugby. We'll do pretty good. Nah, you won't get too far in the rugby. You'll be at the bottom of the ladder all year. You won't be able to see the top of the ladder. You'll be so far down the ladder you won't see it, bro. My turn again? Yeah. Bro. A little more A's. Yeah. Yep. Mate. What's up, brother? It's only because, like, it depends too, and on the mood of the actual Aussie. I mean, if they're in a fight-happy mood, then it's more aggressive tone, and like, you want to go, mate? Come on, mate. I'll meet you outside in the parking lot, mate. Bring your friends, mate. I don't give a shit. Bring your friends. Bring your fucking dog too, mate. You know, it'd be more like that. But with more of a slur. Actually, when they get in a fight happy, they seem to sober up. Their speech seems to sober up a little bit more. A bit more clarity in there, what they're saying. It doesn't make sense what they're saying. Like, my brother was having an argument, a completely coherent argument. Everybody could understand every single word he was saying. They just couldn't understand why he was having his argument wanting to fight a street sign. I'm listening to the scanner, and me and Topeka are listening to the scanner, and all of a sudden my brother's name comes over the scanner, the police scanner, and they're doing a check on him. He comes back clean of that. A couple of, disorderly conducts in public, noisy things, or being pissy in public, move on orders and shit like that. Nothing serious, or fucking just being drunk in public, basically. And they say, yeah, he's having a punch up with a stop sign in the middle of the street. There's no one around. And we're just going to let him tire himself out, and then we'll go talk to him. Oyster side matey. See, I get confused. Speaking is not an Australian person's, forte. But it's fun, you see, to see people when they're happy drunks in Australia, because they're all lovey-dovey and, except if you reject it. If you reject their love, that's when they're like, oh, you're too good for me, cunt. Fuck you too. No, you're a fucking dog, you cunt. They get all aggressive on you. Like, they try to be lovey-dovey with you, like, come over here, no, we're having a barbecue, come over here and have a sausage. Come have a fucking sausage and bread. No, I've got to go with my friends over here. Oh, you're too good for a fucking sausage and bread, cunt. Well, fuck you too. That's pretty much how it is. We'll see you on the beach and you'll be by yourself and we'll be drunk and we'll have a heap of people around a barbecue. And we'll see you by yourself and we'll go, come over. And as soon as you go, no, I'm right, because you're scared because a drunk guy's come over and sat down next to you and started talking to you and it's freaked you out a bit. Now you're getting caught every name under the sun because you've rejected his kindness. Outside, mate. The Australian way. Yeah. Outside, mate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get you. You're right, yep.
Most people are like that in Australia. And the people that aren't like that want to fight everybody when they get drunk, they hardly ever go to places like the beach or to the the main places where tourists go. So fortunately for tourists, they never have to see them. They stay in the little communities and like in our town, you know, our little town we got. There's a whole heap of drunks and that'll argue up and down the street every now and then, but they hardly ever in town where the nightclubs are, and when they are, it's like, you know, far and few between. Still get your dickheads down there. Me and Topeka like going to the hotel in our town and just looking down, you know, just watching the taxi rank where the taxi is, the taxi bay is where the taxis sit at night time, waiting to pick people up from the club. And you just listen to them. They all sit there and they'll be sitting there, and there was always one that'll pipe up going, "Nah, he's that bouncer having the fucking throwing me out. If he didn't have his friend, I would have took, you know, I would have took him. I would have fucking made him my bitch." You just listen to the drunks all complaining about being kicked out. Some of them start punching the fucking walls and the signs around and the fucking the seats and all that sort of shit, and they start arguing with each other, and there's always one trying to drag another one off going, "Carl, we'll just walk." There's always one more sober than the rest. It's fucking hilarious to watch. It's when you're up high in a hotel and you're looking down, it's what I imagine would happen if you spill your drink near a fucking anthole.
Tourists like that missed a lot of experience, the real culture.
Yeah, true. You do miss out on seeing how it is, you know, for real. But you want to see the real Australia. You want to sort of watch the news, you know. And as soon as you see drug bust in this town, just go, all right, look up that town in a fucking street directory or Google Maps and see what's exciting to do in that town. You know, go to that town. Then you can do something exciting. Nearly every single major town has something exciting to do in, and then they got these little spots off the side. Just go to one of those exciting things, do the exciting thing, and then go have a meal in that town. Just hang around and have a look. Always good to see. My mate, he was living in this one town called Mandurah in our state, and some kids on the street were bullying his kids, so he decided to go down to have a talk to the parents, which I said to him, I bet that went well, because it's just, you know, no one likes you knocking on your door going, your kid's being an arsehole to my kid, because there's always someone going, kids will be kids, or, you know, kids should toughen up and all that sort of shit. Don't tell me how to raise my kids, all that sort of stuff. And it's just a recipe for disaster. So when you can avoid it, avoid it. But he was like, nah, fuck this shit. So he walked down and he goes, I went to knock on their door. Guess what? I was like, what? He goes, they had no door. He goes, they had no front door. The door had been smashed off and was lying in the front yard, or smashed up into pieces. I wonder if I can get around it. I wonder. If I start going around it, I bet it'll fucking disappear halfway. Yeah, no door on the fucking house. He goes, so he yelled through the house, oi, someone's at your door. Not that there is one. He goes, this guy turns up, drunk as a skunk, fucking beer in his hand, with a fucking sailor's mouth on it. What the fuck you want? So my mate proceeded to explain to him what was going on between the kids, expecting the worst. And as this guy was being told by my mate what what the kids have been doing. One of the kids squeezed past me mate and squeezed in the house, and this drunk cunt gripped him by the hair, gripped his own kid by the hair. And, oi, you picking on this kid's, this guy's kid? Oh yeah, but he's a little dork. And started fucking saying shit. My mate was like, oh, I wanted to slap the little fucking cunt right there. He goes, but his dad fucking give him a swift kick in the ass. Give him a boot right up the arsehole. Didn't spill a drop. Now I know what you're thinking. And I thought the exact same thing. Two things. Number one, it's good to see that he was willing to, you know, take responsibility of his kid and he didn't gark up and do the other. And two, he didn't spill a drop. That's fucking pretty good. Any little baby whiners out there going, you can't kick your kid in the ass. It's like, no, you can't go kicking other people's kids in the ass. Your kid, fucking fair game. You can kick your kid in the ass. Of course you can. You only, if you don't, you know, there's always a chance someone else is going to do it. If they do it, they might do it worse. At least your kicking in the ass comes from a place of love. You don't want them fucking being a dickhead, terrorising society. It didn't stop the bullying and all that sort of stuff, you know. My mate ended up buying a house in another suburb closer to his work. So they ended up moving about 9 months later on anyway. What can you do though? You know? Daughter once bit me when little. I bit her back so she felt how much it hurts. She's never done that again. Well, that's the reason why you're not supposed to let puppy dogs and kittens go out too early. All you people out there that send cats and puppies away at 8 weeks old, you're morons. Alright? 12 weeks. Put up with them for an extra month. I know you don't like it. I know it's starting to stink, but you made the commitment of fucking raising puppies so you could sell them off or give them away. Or for whatever reason you're stuck with puppies. Alright? 12 weeks. They need that extra month. You see, puppies and kittens, they bite each other. And when they do, the other one will bite back going, that hurt. They need to learn that shit. And that's exactly what you're talking about, friggers. You know, you teach them by showing them. Some things we have to just say it and hope that's enough. You know, sometimes we have to say, don't do this. This will hurt you very badly, and hope that they go, okay, and they take our word for it. For example, putting anything in a light socket. Putting their fingers in it, putting something metal in it. Anything like that. However, Topeka used to carry our son in one of those, you know, those carriers that you can put on your chest? Well, Topeka used to carry our kid in one of them. And she had a knee-jerk reaction one time where she accidentally slapped him. She didn't mean to, but he bit her on the tit. He just hung, and he had his teeth in and all that sort of stuff. He was getting teeth and that. And Topeka's natural reaction was to whack the spot as if she was being bitten by a bug or something. And of course, whacked her son in the face. It's funny, we can laugh about it now. He's fine, he's 20-something years old, he's alright, he's a man now. You know, it's fine, we can laugh about it. But it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I mean, if they've been with their brothers and sisters for that period of time to learn the biting is hurts and stuff like that, then it's not that they won't bite hard later on in life. It's just that it will take them a fair bit to actually bite hard. They'll have to actually get hurt to bite hard, which means playing with them becomes a lot more pleasurable. And they're not the right words to be using. That sounds creepy. Playing with the cat and being able to, you know, pat the cat and not have it attack you is a good thing, especially if you've got kids, because they get scared. They get scared easy. And when you're a child and you're scared of something that hurts you, you normally hate that thing that hurts you. There we go. We're on throw. Creepy. Yeah. I put the capital K in creepy. Some of the things I say. It's like I realise when I say them out loud, like, no, that's not the right phrase or terminology. I should have used something different. And it's not always because I'm worried other people's minds are going to go there. It's because I know my mind normally goes there. Yep. It's like the blokes sitting around the table at the pub, and they're all talking about the fastest thing in the world. And one of them goes, a Concorde's pretty fast. That's a pretty fast plane. And another one's like, lightning's pretty fast. That's really fast. And another one's like, I reckon the brain is faster. And the soberest one of the lot's like, the anus. The anus is faster than anything else in the world. I asked him, how'd you figure that? And he's like, well, I was on a Concorde, it got struck by lightning, couldn't think what to do, so I shit myself. So, yeah, the brain thinks fast, but I mean the anus is probably faster. Ah, here's another car for the demolition derby. And it's got stuff in it. Building supplies. Oh yeah, this car needs to be fixed up. Oh, back in a second, guys. Just got to open the door. Hopefully they can hear me say that and don't keep yelling. Alright, let's fix this up. Got to fix the car up, but the pipe wrench is gone. Damn. Well, let's put something on this car over here, because it's got nothing. At least then something's open on it. Fart. There was a wrench in this car the whole fucking time. It's alright. Well, I'm not going to build here yet. We're going to get more cars first. I want to spread those tents out a little bit more to make the building a little bit less to do. Alright, let's go up here to where that area was that got bombed, and we'll have a look in there to see if we can find the guns lying around. Because that's the other thing we've got to do. We've got to check the military bases to see if the guns are lying on the floor. If they're lying on the floor, alrighty, Walker, I'm going to play Uncharted a little bit for a wifey. No worries, I'll say hello to her for you. I'll try to have a great stream. Pretty sure I will. So we're going to aim for that hilltop over there. That's where that gas was. So we'll aim for there, and hopefully we can get in there and have a look before the gas comes back again. It's a good thing I noticed that red on my face. I'm also waiting for the night time to come so I can time it. I really should have left my fishing pole and my 3 spare hooks back at base, because I've got all this meat on me at the moment. It's not predicted to go off yet. Little bit of a hike, but hopefully we can get there. Well, we should be able to get there. Not being able to figure out what's wrong with the actual helicopters is puzzling though, because Topeka didn't touch the helicopters, so still trying to figure that out. Not even anything in this pillbox. Same as last night. It's almost like the things have been turned down, so they're not spawning back in. Almost. Let's have a look at this pillbox over here, this garrison. Because I checked that garrison last night. It had stuff in it. I took the stuff out, and I'm sure it spawned more stuff in it the second time I checked. And now it doesn't have anything in it, which is kind of weird. They normally have at least one item. Normally 3 items, but there we go, box of ammo. Oh, box of ammo. I left that there last night. Love listening to the sounds of this game. A nice alarm mag, I'll tell you that. Sweet, now I've got 3 alarm mags. I can take a LAR out. When I get back to base, I'm putting the fishing pole down and I'm taking a LAR. Alright, let's go across here. I checked that one last night. It might be just slow for the items to spawn in. It might be just a timing thing. And one of the server we had before, the witches' hats weren't spawning in straight away and everything wasn't spawning in. So Pika checked it and said, no, it's all set. And then all of a sudden things started spawning in. So it might be just that. I'm hoping that's all it is. Because that's an easy fix. It fixes itself. It's when it's really needing to be fixed is when it's a problem. A lot of people don't worry about these little garrisons because they're tucked in the woods, but I recommend checking them out because I found M16s in these. Yeah, nothing in this one. That's really odd. I didn't check that one. Someone else could have. Alright, be right back, guys. I'm back. Major's live. He's playing Spider-Man, so let me just put his back on. I'll just drop his link in the chat there. Hopefully I'm in time for that one. Better not be bloody raining. Major's links pinned to the chat. I suppose, Topeka, you got a nice coffee when you're out. That's alright. Not much you can do about that. Topeka's going to do a stream tonight. Aren't you, Topeka? You're going to do a stream of your Jurassic World. She should. I think she should. So I'd open my door up. No one's in the server at the moment, only I am, so it's going to get too big. It'd be nice and turn on and off again, do a reset. That'll should turn the rain off for now. The way Major has explained his controller to me, I bet Misty is 100% right. Major's controller probably doesn't like him that much. do love to hear him lose his rag. Yeah. I love hearing him lose his lolly. Hey, Zomburrito. How you going, mate? Is that a beauty while I was listening to Major stream? Didn't know if he had any music in it that might be copyright infringing. I've got 6 days to try and get this server completely ready. $39, yep. 39 multivitamins, we should be good. How you been, Zomburrito? Fucking bullets that I don't want. I think there's another one just over here. Towards the beginning of the stream, I was going through a town. I had a red glow on my face. It's about an hour and a half ago, hour and 10 minutes ago, actually. I had a glow on my face. Turns out there was a gas thingy being dropped down on me. But I seen the glow on my face and I got out of the town before it hit. Just living kinda, you know. Yeah, I know that feeling, mate. Well, I mean, look, I don't want to play it up or anything like that. There's people out there got it way worse than me. Mine's manageable. My issues are all manageable. And some of them are self-inflicted. But I hear what you're saying, mate. Everybody's got something going on at the moment, it seems. People aren't feeling well. People needing surgeries. It's fucking crazy. I was sitting there thinking to myself the other day, wow, I know a lot of people that are going in for surgery and getting sick. But I've met a lot more people now that I do YouTube, so now that I'm on here where I'm talking to people or people are talking to me through my chat, I meet a lot more people. So it stands to reason that I'm noticing it a bit more now. My shoes should be able to last me until I get to where I need to go. Oh yeah, they're good. They might get damaged or badly damaged by the time I get there, but if I end up back down at that spot where the free cars are, there's leather sewing kits down there and replacement shoes. In the car I fixed up the engine of, there was a replacement pair of shoes in there and 2 or 3 leather kits, so you know, we're good. I think the red flare is designed to lure all the zombies into the town, and then it gets gassed. Alright. Just heard a thing go off. I'm going to go around. I was going to look over this military base, but I just heard those bombs go off and I don't have enough stamina to be able to run out of there, sprint out of there if I'm in the center and it gets hit. And I know how far out the gas came, so I wouldn't be able to make it. So sometimes you have to err on the side of caution and ask yourself, do you want to risk it or not? And I don't have any of the gear to risk it at the moment, and I can't guarantee all my shots are going to land, so I can't just get up on something and try and shoot them all. I've got the zombies in there to deal with as well. Few zombies out there. I was going to cut across, but there's a few of them out there. We'll just go around. And we want to sort of be heading in the direction we're heading right now. Jesus Christ, I just ate. You really don't notice, you really have no idea what it's like to, when you're driving, needing food and that. You don't need it as much. You don't notice it. you don't notice, you know, and you start walking around a bit, just this jogging, and I'm keep going down in my food. I'm not overly heavy or anything like that. I'm going to head this way because the road should be just up there, because the road goes that way and then turns and goes down. So I'm hoping I can cut cross country and kill some time. Just going to head for that tree there and then go beyond that. All this to make sure I get a car in a certain spot. There's always a chance someone's going to come along and go, oh, a car, cool, I'll take that. It's got building gear in it, and not realise it's for something else. I'm hoping they don't. G'day Lee, how you going, mate? That's why it's very limited access at the moment on who can be in here. I don't let anybody in the server unless they're in my PlayStation list, because I've got to be able to communicate with them and send them information and stuff like that about the server. So, you know, I try not to bombard them with stuff, but every now and then I've got to go, hey, guess what, this server's down for this reason, or this isn't working, or if you find this, let us know, because we've just added it to the map, we haven't found it yet. Or good, just woke up. So what's the breakfast that Lee has in the morning when he wakes up? Or does Lee not have breakfast in the morning when he wakes up? Some people do, some people don't. I don't always have breakfast when I wake up. In fact, I'd say 96% of my life I haven't had breakfast waking up. I haven't woke up and then had breakfast. 96% of my life, easy. Now we just follow this road. There'll be another roadblock. We'll go past that, and there'll be another, and then there'll be the truck. Could end up with wolves along here. It's always a possibility. Cereal. Oh yeah, cool. Any particular cereal is your favourite? You a porridge man? I don't mind porridge. Done right. It's alright. Is what it is. And yes, there is a right way and a wrong way to do porridge, in case anybody's wondering. Just like there's a right way and a wrong way to do scrambled eggs. If your scrambled eggs looks cooked, it's overcooked. If it looks undercooked, it's cooked. By the time it's on the plate and all that sort of stuff, it's cooked. There's that thing called residual heat. But at the same time, I've had bouncy eggs before. Bouncy fucker and scrambled eggs before, a bit rubbery. I still eat it. I'm not fussy. When it comes to me eggs, I'm not fussy. It's cooked, I'll eat it. As long as it's cooked. Yeah, Topeka doesn't like milk in her cereal. She doesn't put anything else in it, she just has it dry. But she eats like crunchy nuts and Nutri-Grain and stuff like that. And they're okay to eat dry, you know. Who hasn't sat down and watched a movie with a bowl of Fruit Loops with no milk before? And if you haven't, you're missing out. I really hope that wasn't a bear. I mean, I can deal with a bear. I got the ammo to deal with a bear. And I could deal with the fellas that are here too. But it would leave me out of ammo. Wheat Bix with butter and promite. Yep. Even better if you can break the Wheat Bix and split it so it's not so thick. Thin Wheat Bix. If you can split them, that's even better. But it's very hard to split them without them breaking and crumbling, and you can't do it to crumbled. But mind you, you notice no one crumbles them up and then mixes them with melted butter and melted promite. That's a bad thing to do. Give that a whack. Probably tastes like shit. Not that far to go. So the big thing I try to do is I try my hardest to make sure I don't I try my hardest to make sure that I have all the cars off the map that aren't needed, and if they are needed, that they're all put where they needed to be. Some cars I've been working on for a while. I'm just up around the corner here, past these house ruins on the right here. We've got another truck. Oh, you don't like the idea of crumbled up Wheat Bix with some melted butter poured over it and melted promite? Doesn't sound the nicest, does it? I don't think it sounds like it would look very nice either. Use the trees as cover. Hope we don't get no wolves, because if we do, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Got to despawn a few trucks and move a couple of trucks around as well. See, now if I had to shoot wolves, I should be right. Those zombies over there would hear it, but they wouldn't be able to come to me. And there's me truck just up there. Still need another spark plug. Well, that worked out alright. I spent $7 on Lotto this week. I'm a multi-millionaire. On Thursday, eh? Took a couple of times for me to hit the R2 button for it to actually register turning off. Yeah, see, we're not getting anything in these anymore either. So both the garrisons and the helicopters aren't spawning in stuff. It has to be something to do with something Topeka put into the map, because she didn't touch the helicopters and she certainly didn't touch the garrisons. Nothing in here either. That would normally spawn stuff. Yeah, items aren't spawning in on the map properly, Topeka. Fix one thing and break another. Yeah, seems that way. Is that here? Okay. Nah. I thought someone was at the flyby door. Okay. Probably a cat. Yeah. Alright. It might be the swords. If Topeka try putting the swords in, it might be the swords. Well, when the game's running fine, it's running fine. But when it has these moments where you can't find anything because everything's not spawning in, then it's a different story. Pull my door to when you come past, Topeka. Don't have to latch it, just pull it to.
It froze. I don't like when it freezes. Topeka got almost killed by a bear here, and I almost got gassed while here. We froze coming the other way at the beginning of the server, beginning of this stream. No, actually we didn't freeze, it was a reset. My mistake. There's still enough in there of that chopper crash. Topeka gets just as frustrated as me looking at the files. I look at the files and I get frustrated. I can't follow it. Topeka gets frustrated too, but she's able to contain herself a lot better than I am. I want it to just be simple, you know. Can we just have a switch that says flick on, off? You know, this item's on, this item's off. Nothing at the one in my place but ammo on the table. Yeah, I didn't stop in yesterday, and I'm thinking after people collected stuff, that stuff hasn't respawned in. Because the places I've looked at today that hasn't had any stuff spawn in, I collected from there yesterday. Ah, yeah, of course. No fuel. I knew that. Just as I was getting in, I was like, I bet you, because I did all that without putting fuel in and checking the fuel, I bet you this would be one that's got no fuel. I knew it.
Come on, let me in. Green trucks are for admins. Green trucks with blue hoods. We've got to change the hood on this. But a blue truck with a green hood is for the black armed admins. People that wear the black armbands have a different role in this server than the ones that wear the white. I froze. That's pleasant. That's what you want. Okay. Barely got it fucking up the road and it's already crashed into something, causing damage to it. That's the thing people don't like about the game, DayZ developers, is you can't rely on vehicles to just go where you want to go. And regardless of what people say about getting a PC or getting a PlayStation 5, right, or running an Xbox, these are not things that should have been things we have to do. We should not have been able to, you know, you should not have released a game if it wasn't working properly. And when it wasn't working properly, you should have fixed it rather than just add new stuff. G'day Predator Zone, how you going, mate? Up around the corner there's a blue truck. I'm going to put a heap of stuff in that blue truck eventually. I'll drive it around, collect some stuff, and that blue truck can be for the black arm admins, but I'll take the blue hood off it and swap the hoods over. So this green hood will go on that blue truck and the blue hood will go on this truck. because I'll be parking this truck at our base. And I'll be driving the blue truck with the green hood. Got another truck to despawn yet. Along this road yesterday, both ways, there was, and beforehand when we drove along it, at the beginning of the stream, helicopter crashes, but none at the moment. I'm hoping it's a timing issue and it's just fixing all the files up and is waiting for all the stuff to despawn on the map before it can re-put the good stuff back in. I'm hoping that's what it is. But there is no idea exactly. We've got no guarantee on what it is at the moment. Stuff I dropped on the ground still there. Nice long days, nice long nights. That was very sketchy and glitchy then. Yeah, I'm not finding any items anywhere. Okay, yeah, something's bugged out in the game. Something's broken it. I should have at least found one item in there. Where's there something get launched? Ah, there is a truck waiting right there for... let's go check these guys down here, see if they actually had anything on them. Hey, Ocarina. How you going, mate? Ocarina. Nothing in that building either. Yeah, the items aren't spawning in properly. Only the stuff that spawns in on the actual zombies is spawning in, Topeka. The backpacker guy. G'day, mate. How you going? Seen the backpacker guy before. Oh, that truck can stay there for now. Yeah, it's marksman. G'day, mate. I'm doing pretty good. Testing out the server still, looking for the loot. The loot's not spawning in, so not sure what's going on there. Gonna have to fix up something. Something in the server's not working, so we'll have to close it down and have a look. Other than that, doing pretty good. Oh, cheers for the dono, mate. Hey, Faster Moon, how you going, man? I'll whack your link in a second. I'm great, just ate. Awesome. That rhymed. Come on, get up the hill. Almost got hit by gas at the beginning of the stream. Well, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes into it. Almost 2 hours ago now. That explains why everything was glitching up a minute ago. Almost at that 3 hour mark. The game likes to play for about 3 hours, and then it starts getting really buggy and glitchy. Oh, that's not explaining why we're not getting stuff with the helicopter crashes. That's something totally different. But the inventory starts bugging out where nothing renders in, and the buildings don't render in properly, and the trees after about 3 hours. Once you start getting close to 3 hours, it starts doing it. What the fuck is the gas? There's gas drops now in DayZ. I try to get through to see everybody as much as I can. Sometimes I don't get notifications, so I don't know. So, you know, at the end of the month, I always try to make sure I go through and have a look at everybody I'm subscribed to and make sure I go in there and watch some stuff. Unfortunately, I always miss people's live events. That's the one that I always, like, damn it, I miss out on the live events. I like the live events because I like to actually chat with the person and say good day to them and all that sort of stuff, find out how they're going. You know, it's a bit. You can't have conversations like that in the comments. Well, I mean, you can, but you know, it's a bit harder. So yeah, there's gas areas now. Some parts of the map will actually blow up with gas. A rocket will come down over top and blow up, and gas will fall down. It lasts for about an hour. Unless you have a full MBC suit with respirator and filters. Like, there you go. That was the sound of gas going off up that way. So we're getting that render issue. See how the shed hasn't spawned in there? There was a shed right there. It's not spawning in. And we're getting a bit of lag. There it is. Everything in my inventory is starting to wig out. That's never good. Oh, and that truck just disappeared and came back again. Oh, cheers, marksman.
Come back. And there we go. This is the admin area. It should say DayZ on that flag there, but it's not showing it at the moment. There's another DayZ flag over there, that house over there. Again, it's not showing it at the moment. It's right there. There is one over there. You see the pole going through. There's a flag, but we can't see it because the tree's in the way. I did my flag closer to the road so people could see it. So Pika did hers closer to a house, and you just don't see it until you get up there a little bit further. But it's there. Both the DayZ flag areas are off limits because they're admin areas. Green trucks, blue hoods, admins. That one's despawned because we don't need it no more. The blue one up there that I left behind with the green hood, that's got to go to someone else. That's the plan. Yeah. It's all laggy now, look at that. Let's go have a look at another server, see if it's doing on the other server. If it's doing it only on this server, then it might be something wrong with the server. If it's doing it on another server, then it's the game saying, oh, you've been on too long. Until I get my Elgato, there's nothing I can do about it. And if I have to refresh the game, I have to end the stream to do so, and that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, the way it all loaded in like that took its time. We'll have a look. Be back with another stream tonight in about 4 hours, give or take. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, it's still laggy in here too. Has nothing to do with the actual server, it's all to do with the game. Game only likes to be on for a little bit before it likes to go, okay, let's close down and start from fresh again. Boo, shake it off. A lot of people experience lag. It'll be it's a combination of your game needing to be turned back on again and distance and all that sort of stuff. It's a combination of a couple of things. There's no zombies or anything like that around us at the moment, so we might as well just travel on foot. Ah, you motherfucker. Let's try and type something in quickly. Sorry, guys. Let's see if this works. There we go, it worked. Alright, we'll get up here, we'll spawn out, we'll do our shout outs, and we'll hop off for a little bit and let the game fix itself up. And I'll chain Topeka in front of the PC to fix it. No, I won't. She wouldn't let me anyway. She'd be like, fuck off. Couldn't find anything in that one either. Don't look at me. Alright. Big shout out to Backpacker Guy, Hulkarine, Faster Moon, Frigus, Predator Zone, Topeka Gaming, Lee, Zomborito, Major Ugly. Anybody else that came through lurking, big shout out to you all. Bubba Gaming, big shout out to you, mate. Sean Hawkins, shout out to you. Big shout out to everybody that came through. I'm going to hop off right now and turn my game off and then on again, and hopefully that fixes it. And I'll be back in a few hours with some more DayZ. Hopefully we've fixed the problem, and we'll be testing to see if we've, well, fixed that problem. Anyway, I'll see you all later on. I'm out, I'm a dot, I'm dust. See ya.